Welcome to MotoGP Mac. In today's video, we're going to talk about the upcoming Catalan Grand Prix this weekend at the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. Now, before we get into it, here is the schedule for Friday. Here is the schedule for Saturday. And here is the schedule for Sunday. Now, this is one of my favorite racetracks, and if you do get a chance to go there, you definitely need to go to turn 5 and sit up as high as you can in the grandstand. This way you see multiple corners, including the start and, into turn 5 where people normally crash at this 90-degree right-hander that's downhill. But how is this weekend going to go? I guess it's going to be a pretty difficult one. Everyone, and they would be right, is going to believe that Marc is going to piss it as he's done most of this season. But this is not one of Marc's actual favorite circuits. Yes, he had a good race there last year, I think from 14th to 2nd and 14th to 3rd or something like that. But I don't think he's going to have it as easy as he may have it. And I think that Bezzecchi, who has had a good run with 2/3 and a second in the past Grand Prix, the Aprilia bike, I think, will go well there. So it would be interesting to see how Bezzecchi and Marquez go trading blows throughout the race weekend. If the Aprilia can get out on its own and run its own lines, I think Bezzecchi could actually pull away. It's going to be interesting to see the battle between Alex Marquez and Pecco. And while the gap is still relatively far apart, they both need really, really good weekends. Pecco needs to watch out for Bezzecchi, who's not so far behind him, so it will be interesting. Pedro Acosta, Franco Morbidelli, and Fabio Di Giannantonio. It's going to be interesting to see, especially how the KTM reacts. They've had a couple of good races, and exactly how are they going to go here? It's going to be difficult. And that's kind of one of the things with the KTM. You just don't know from circuit to circuit how it is going to perform. Franco Morbidelli, who's just signed another deal with VR46. So it will be interesting to see how Franco will go on that, and Fabio as well. Does need a good, strong, solid weekend, in my honest opinion. Fermin Aldeguer, the rookie, going blasting down that straight, I think is going to be incredible for him. Definitely one that can put in a result around here as well. Johan Zarco will be interesting. He has been re-signed with LCR again, so it'll be interesting to see exactly how the Honda goes here. With Luca Marini, Joan Mir, and Chantra, etc. But definitely interested to see how he goes here. He did give out a little bit about not getting the parts, so it'll be interesting to see will he get the parts here. Fabio Quartararo, big question here for the Yamaha. There is a lot of long turns and not a lot of big acceleration zones, let's just call it. So he may be okay here. Is he going to get murdered down the straight? Probably, but only a couple of races to go before he gets a hold of that V4. Brad Binder as well. Be interesting to see for Brad. He definitely needs something. He hasn't done bad in the past 3 races in the Grand Prix with a 7th, 7th, and an 8th. So it is a bit higgledy-piggledy for him. Can Brad get up into that top 5? I think it will be tough for him. Raul Fernandez, again, he had a good solid race last time out in 5th place. Won't take it away from him, but again, let's see what he can do around here. The Aprilia should go well, so kind of am expecting a little bit more from him. Marini as well, signed with Honda again. Biggest questions is, will it work? Maverick Vinales, I believe, is going to try and race this weekend and see how he gets on. Enea Bastianini as well, tough race last time with him with the crash at the very start. Definitely had potential, and let's see what the KTM does have. Ayagura, for me, this will be a really, really, really interesting test. We know the Aprilia goes well around here, so what can Ayagura do? Will this give him some confidence after let's be fair, some poor results for him. Jack Miller, let's see where he can go on this. Also, Joan Mir, Alex Rins will be interesting. I think, can they get up there? And, they do need a good result, if I'm very honest. Jorge Martin as well, it's going to be tricky, I suppose, for Martin, but he does get on well here. The bike gets on well, so let's wait and see. I am expecting him to be within the top 5 anyway. So let's wait and see. Overall, though, look, I do personally love going and watching the races at Circuit de Catalunya. But obviously not there this year. But it's definitely one that you should try and get to if you can. But I would definitely love to know your thoughts. Who do you think is going to be fastest man on Friday? I'm going to put it out there and say Bezzecchi. So definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video.